night on Coach Cormany Court. I can't believe I messed that up, but that's all right. Hey, new year, new me, new audio. Bobcat Sports Live coming at you with some brand new audio. Technically the same audio, but I think we got it fixed.
I think so too. According to our fans in the first broadcast, it sounds great.
Great
Not just
audio.
Good, great.
Great audio, and you can't do much better than great. But we're just a few seconds away, but we wanted to come back in here. Speaking of new year, new me, I think the Bobcats are going new year, new me, new offense. Going to score. Started off in the Christmas tournament. We saw a lot of scoring in that. We're going to carry that over tonight, in my opinion, Isaac. I think we're going to score a lot of points. Now, if we're going to look at this Cougar team, there's a lot of things they could beat us in. Size is one of them. Got some tall guys, got some big guys out there. So that is one area where they can beat these Bobcats. As we will be right back. We just wanted to pop in, say hi to you again. Listen to us on Facebook. You can chat with us. You can talk to us during the game, live chat. So join us over there for Bobcat Sports Live. If you're listening on NFHS, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back after the one and only, the greatest country's national anthem.
At this time, Coach Fisher would like to make a special presentation. Sponsors. This year's basketballs have been designed and decorated
Again, your Bobcats about to tip off. Isaac Nagel alongside me. He's going to bring you the starting lineups for both teams.
That's right. For Patrick County, we've got number 1, Seth Geiger. Number 2, Noah Jessup. Number 11, Tyler Marshall. 15, Jaden Corns. And 22, Easton Harris. For your Radford Bobcats, we have number 1, Sincere Taylor. Number 3, Ashton Taylor, no relation. Number 4, back in the starting lineup, Makai Martin. Number 5, Luke Woodard. And number 10, Jaden Hendricks, as the Bobcats get the tip and control the basketball.
Luke Woodard with it on the right side of the floor, looking to go to Ashton Taylor, who had a fantastic winter tournament there over at Fort Chiswell. Woodard with it now. Back to Sincere Taylor at the top of the key. Taylor in the high post to Hendricks. Woodard from 3. Bang!
Wow!
That's what the Bobcats need to start. Luke Woodard hitting the 3. It's going to be a good night for the Bobcats.
I think so, too. That was great ball movement. Finding Luke even a little bit out past the 3, but made it work. Now, Patrick County tries to drive it in, and they do not. Makai Martin with the stop gets the steal, the turnover into Luke Woodard. Luke tries to drive it in, kicks it to Jaden. Jaden mishandles it, but gets it back out to Makai Martin, who drives it in into Ashton. Thinks about it, turns around, jumper, no good. Going to be tipped out to the Bobcats, but they carry it out of bounds with that momentum. It's going to be Cougar basketball.
You know what? I got a little first break from the JV action of the Cougars. I thought they played really well. This varsity team better be ready to show up and run as much as their JV team did. They outran the Bobcats, and if they're not willing to do that tonight, there's no way they come away with the contest. Luke Woodard hitting that 3 puts an emphasis on the Bobcats. They're going to go full court pressure, West Virginia-style press, and the Bobcats get a turnover. Sincere Taylor up to Ashton Taylor, takes it up, and he's fouled. He's going to go for the line for 2. I actually said I'm going to put this out there before the game. I said, hey, not a lot of fouls tonight. As the Cougars going to take a timeout, I said, not a lot of fouls tonight. The officials looked at me and said, all right, if we have to call a lot, it's on you now since you said it out loud.
You spoke it into the ether.
Yeah,
that was a good foul, though. Taylor was going to have an easy layup to give a 5-0 lead, and instead they fouled and put him at the line. But a pretty good free throw shooter. We're going to see if he can continue that trend tonight. I'll tell you what, though, that defense by the Bobcats on the first Patrick County possession was stifling. They had 3 Bobcats at one point on their man on the sideline, and he threw it away. Makai Martin, I believe, came away with it. If that's true, that's his 2nd steal of the night already, being inserted back into the starting lineup, making the most of it.
Well, look, after winter break here, we're sitting on Coach Cormany court, and that is there's a few things the Bobcats are always known for. In full press defense all the time, high intensity is what they will always be known for, and they're proving it tonight right out of the gate with literally only 12 seconds? I don't know how many minutes we play here, 8 minutes, but right from the jump, the Bobcats are on the Cougars, and the Cougars better be ready to run through it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Ashton Taylor again at the line. He misses the first. He's up with the second and in. Perfect shot on the second to give the Bobcats the 4-0 lead.
Cougars have it now. Number 2, Jessup. Jessup over to 15, Corns. Is that Corns?
I believe it is.
Corns dribbling down the paint, gets it over to number 1, Soma from 3. Good.
Wow.
He knew it was good. As soon as he let it go, 4-3 lead now, Bobcats. Sincere Taylor with it at the top, dribbling with his left hand, being guarded by Harris. Harris tries to kick the ball, doesn't get it. And now Makai Martin inserted back into the starting lineup with it. Over to Woodard on the left side. Ashton Taylor now. Woodard to Taylor. Taylor. Hendricks. Makai Martin from 3. Bang!
Wow.
That one goes. Bobcats. 2 3 balls in a row. 2 shots from 3, and they both go in.
Great movement again. Both of those threes were created by passing it in the middle at the top of the free throw line to Jaden Hendricks, and he just kicks it out and assists on both. Patrick County, though, answers it, drives it in for 2.
Harris attacking that Bobcats defense there. And that's what you got to do if you're the Cougars. You got to attack this smaller size lineup here. Hendricks with it at the high post, gives it to Makai Martin on the left side. First missed 3 by the Bobcats. Good defense, good chase down by Woodard. Woodard threw it off Corns, and it will be Bobcat basketball. Good effort there by Woodard.
Yeah, great effort. It was clearly going to be out of bounds on the Bobcats, but Luke gets around it, gets his arm out right before he gets out of bounds, throws it off the leg of his opponent to keep it with possession of the Bobcats. That's going to be Makai Martin now checking out at this break, and that's going to be number 20, Corian Ferguson, checking in for him as the Bobcats get it quick to Woodard, who misses a 3. Jaden Hendricks with the rebound. up with it, can't quite get it to go. Patrick County rebound.
Number 11, Tyler Marshall. Good defense there by him as the Corn now has it at the high post. Tried to get it over to Soma in the corner. They did that last time. Corn on the inside out to Soma for 3, and they were trying to go with it. Just a little miss pass right there. 5:20 to go. Patrick County coach not happy with that right there, that take there by the Cougars. Good effort, though. Bobcats, Sincere Taylor with it up to Ferguson. Corian Ferguson over to Colton Gardner-Rollins. Tipped by the Cougars in the backcourt. Woodard with it. Picks up his dribble. Not a good decision as it goes out of bounds off the Bobcats, and it will be Cougar ball. Not a good choice there to pick up that dribble.
No, it wasn't. He was trapped in the corner, had 2 defenders on him. Almost broke it, but they couldn't quite handle it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cougars inbounding with a 5-7 Bobcat lead, but they turn it over. Corian Ferguson with the steal. Takes it, decides to pick up his dribble, and they're going to get reset. Luke Woodard at the top of the key. Looks at it. It's got Colton Gardner-Rollins who drives it in, back it out. Tipped away by Cougars, but Bobcats remain in possession. Sincere sets it back up.
Almost off the official, but this is a good young crew here, younger in age, good athletic guys out here. This is a good crew we got tonight. Woodard from 3, no good. So 2 for 4 from the start here. Made their first 2, missed their second 2. And it will be a jump ball, so it will be Cougar basketball. 7-5 is your score.
Yeah, Bobcats are getting good shots, not quite falling all the way yet. Corian Ferguson did a good job to get up and get that rebound, but turned right into his defender for the jump ball. So it's going to be Cougar basketball. Bobcats with a full court press. Cougars trying to inbound it. They do just barely. They're going to take it over the half-court line, set up their offense.
4:26 to go in the first. Soma again from 3 on the opposite corner. It's good. Wow. Hey, we know Soma's going to shoot, and he's going to make them. He's 2 for 2 tonight, and he gives the Cougars their first lead of the night.
Yeah, he does as the Bobcats take it down, miss a 2-point shot, but get the rebound. Jaden Hendricks into Colton Gardner-Rollins, who puts it up for the basket. That's going to be 3 assists already for Jaden Hendricks. Finding the open man. Cougars get the ball down 8-9. They try and throw it inside, and mishandling back out to Vishal. Vishal passes to number 22 with a 3-pointer off, and a rebound for Sincere
Let
Taylor.
him keep shooting. I'd give it back to Soma. Here come the Bobcats. Sincere Taylor over to Jaden Hendricks. Hendricks from 3, no good. Rebounded, fought strong by Corian Ferguson. Cougars do come away with it, though, and it will be hard fall there. I hope he's all right. I think he's fine. 10-9 is your score. That's a hard fall, right? I would have broke a hip.
I know. He got right back up and got it down. That's going to be a ball to Sincere Taylor for 3. Wow! That's just what we need. That's the third 3 for the Bobcats already from the third different player.
I told you, new year, new score, and Bobcats 3 of 5 from behind the arc. If they stay at this pace, the Cougars have no chance tonight. 3 minutes to go in the half. 3 guys at the scorer's table for your Bobcats. All can shoot threes, by the way. 11, Marshall with a 3 of his own. No good. Rebounded by the Cougars. Nice little turnaround jumper there by Easton Harris. He has 4.
Yeah, well done on Harris. He does. Sincere's going to take it down a little bit. Don't want to say tired Bobcats, but they've been running a lot the past 2 or 3 minutes. They've got a whole starting 5 that's about to be set down. For
inside out, high post. No good there by Woodard. I would have loved that thing to go in. Bobcats 3 of 6 now.
Wild. That foul is going to give the Bobcats a chance to send in an entire new unit.
5 for 5.
That's right. So the starting 5 will sit coming into the game. You've got number 11, William DeHart Lewis, Makai Martin coming back in, Ashton returning to the lineup. You've got number 12, unlisted in our program.
Who is it?
That's
number what?
Number 12 right here. Unlisted in the program.
Demarie Brown.
2, Blake Farmer. Demarie, that's right. We had this problem last game.
Yep.
So the Cougars to inbound the ball. It's a 12-12 game, 2:34 left in the first quarter. They are slow, taking it past half court, get it down.
Ooh, illegal screen, attaboy. Good call there, Mr. Jacob Agee.
Yeah, they were trying to get it past him, couldn't quite sneak it. We had some feet moving on that screen. Blake Farmer was the one who was fouled on that. It's going to be a turnover.
Hey, way to fight through that screen a little bit. Sometimes you get called for running through those things, but not when you're moving those feet. 2:22 to go. At the high post is Taylor. Taylor says, I'm going to take it myself. Wow. Shot is up and good. Nice shot. That's like a Kevin Durant-style shot. It's like, hey, I'm taller than everybody guarding me. I'll just jump up and shoot it, and he does.
He was, and he had people surrounding him. They were looking. That's usually the position that they pass out of as the Bobcats get a turnover. DeHart Lewis into Taylor again.
Two Bobcats in the corner.
Yeah, they were there together. Taylor's got the ball. They're getting set back up out to DeHart Lewis. Slows it down, getting everybody set. Makai Martin has a chance for three, decides to drive it in instead, dishes it in, but a turnover. Patrick County is going to drive it. They kick it out. That's number 22. Picks up his dribble, throws it in.
Ooh, good pump fake.
It was, and he misses it. That's going to be a rebound to Taylor. A behind-the-back pass. Nice little move. William DeHart Lewis taking it down for the Bobcats.
Makai Martin with it in front of the Cougar bench. DeHart Lewis now gets it inside to number 12, Demarie Brown, and he gets the floater to go. So 16-12, 1:22 to go, and the Cougars turn it over. Table's not in the way. The Cougars turn it over. It will be Bobcat basketball. Substitutions here. Back in is Soma here for the Cougars. He's 2 for 2. 2 for 2, right?
Yeah, 2 for 2
2
from
for
3.
2.
Vishal getting 2 good looks and counting.
I always get that mixed up. 2 for 2, 2 of 2. I think that's the same thing. Right?
It is the same thing. I think
Okay.
you're right either way.
Okay.
You've been on it tonight.
On it. Say my first rodeo. Makai Martin with it in front of the Cougar bench, being double teamed now. Get it into Ashton Taylor at the high post. Takes another shot. Ashton Taylor at the high post. Check it. Catch it. It's always going in. Ashton Taylor now with 5 points. 57 seconds to go. Cougars, and a block's going to be called on Farmer.
Yeah, that's right. There could have been a moving screen at the top of the key on that one, but instead we get called for the foul. That's okay.
That's okay.
It's going to be number 2, Blake Farmer. He was bent over, couldn't quite see it, but it's his first. Number 15, Jaden Korn, stepping to the line for the first of 2. His team down 6.
I want to appreciate all of our 200 listeners tonight on Bobcat Sports Live. Not even close, by the way. I saw your face.
Wow.
The broadcast definitely saw your face. Wow. We love all of our listeners. I just had to do it to you.
No, I got excited.
I know that would be something.
You
It's
know,
in the
one
state
day.
final.
One day.
Oh yeah, in state playoffs, baby.
Yeah, we'll get him up there. By the way, Korn's in that, a 1 for 2 from the line to make it 18-13. Still Bobcats leading. Makai Martin taking it around out to Farmer. Farmer getting some minutes tonight. Excited to see that. He's taking it at the point right now.
46 seconds to go. I kind of want the Bobcats to hold off and take this final shot here. 36 seconds. They're getting in the high post. Makai Martin, Ashton Taylor says, why not? 3-ball. Good! Ashton Taylor can't miss. Kevin Durant on the court right now. He has 9 points, I believe. I think that's wrong.
No, you're right.
9 points.
I got him at 8 points.
8 points, excuse me. Soma can't miss either. A nice interior pass there. So Soma, 21-15, 13 seconds. Bobcats looking to set it up. You know who I'm going to? The hot hand, Ashton Taylor. Makai Martin with it over to Farmer. He's in the corner. Makai Martin, an illegal screen set. You know what? That's actually a really good call there. Demarie Brown. Bobcats love setting that screen right there. Just got caught moving his feet a little bit, reaching his hand in the cookie jar, so to speak. 21-15, 2 seconds to go. Patrick could get a shot off.
Yeah, Bobcats were hoping they wouldn't notice. It did create an open shot from Makai Martin, but doesn't matter. Foul's called. 2.5. It's going to be chaos right here. Looking at inbound. They do get it about half court. Vishal, one dribble, puts it up, can't get it. Vishal misses his first 3. Nobody would expect him to get that one. That was a half court turnaround. A good look, though. He made the most of it.
Bobcats lead at the end of the first period, 21-15. We will be right back with your second period. Again, Michael Davis, Isaac Nagel on Bobcat Sports Live. Yep.
Welcome back for second quarter action. We've got Luke Woodard over to Sincere Taylor. It's Bobcat ball to start the second. Sincere sent up the offense over to Taylor in the corner. Back to Gardner Rollins, who dribbles into some trouble and gets out of it. Sincere Taylor back at point. He's got 2 guys on him. Jaden Hendricks out to Gardner Rollins, who's trying to drive it in. They find Taylor in the corner. He wants to drive. Handed the cookie jar for Patrick County, who tips it away.
Talking a little bit, Ashton Taylor and number 11, Tyler Marshall, talking as they come down the floor. Ashton Taylor says, look, I'm running the show tonight, and neither one of them are liking it. 2 tall players, athletically skilled guys, and they're going to be jawing all night. Got to watch that matchup.
Yeah, that can go either way. Sometimes that brings some extra energy. And speaking of number 11, up with it, but can't get it to go.
Taylor's talking to him as he almost blocked it. That's going to be
know.
interesting. I hate to call out that kind of stuff. Ashton Taylor with it from 3. If he made that thing, this place would have went nuts. 21-15 underneath are the Bobcats, as it looks like number 10, Jaden Hendricks, stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now, number 11 and Taylor are going back and forth, but in terms of points, we've got Vishal Soma Sundaram with 8 points to tie Taylor. So it could be those 2 really putting up the points tonight. Number 1 for Patrick County playing big already. Patrick County does get the ball back. They're down 21-15, 6:51 to go in the second. Number 2, Noah Jessup sets up at the top of the key. Taylor comes in with a hard foul.
Yeah, not on purpose, just trying to get a steal there.
Yeah, he almost had him too, but
almost took his head off too.
Right into him. That's right. That could have been a
It was a 50-50. Either he was getting the ball or his head was coming off. He's going to check out of the game. Love the intensity there by Taylor. Got to focus that though. Got to focus that.
I think you're right. I believe that's his first though, but we'll sit on the bench for a second as Patrick County inbounds. Now number 11 right up with it for Patrick County, misses but gets his own rebound. Misses again. Before he can get another shot up, he gets fouled. Looks like that's going to be an on the floor foul. That's going to be on number 10, Jaden Hendricks. Makai Martin going to check in for Gardner Rollins. So on the floor, we've got Corian Ferguson, Makai Martin, Sincere Taylor, Jaden Hendricks, and somebody that's hiding. That's Luke Woodard, number 5.
Inbound. Cougars have it now. Number 22, Easton Harris, dribbling to his right. Just inside the three-point line. No good. Rebounded by Sincere Taylor. Sincere Taylor's running. Bobcats running up the floor. Corian Ferguson takes it in. Just left it short. Tries to corral the rebound, but the Cougars get it. Number 11, Tyler Marshall.
Yeah, Corian tried to float it. He had a guy open, but he had a pretty good shot. Took it, just couldn't quite get it to fall as Patrick County brings it down the court.
Cougars number 2, Jessup with it. Gets it down low to the big man, Corns. Corns, turnaround jumper, no good, being guarded Woodard. Good defense by Woodard. Sincere Taylor, 6 minutes to go in the half. Dribbling the ball across the midcourt, gets it to Woodard. Woodard thought about the 3. I think he just dribbled out of bounds. Looks like it was poked by Soma here for the Cougars. Bobcats going to inbound. Woodard going to inbound for the Bobcats. I look to set the screen here and go to Taylor at the top. They do. Taylor with it. Coming out of bounds is Woodard. Woodard from 3. Bang! Woodard! Woodard, 3 for 5. From behind. I'm sorry, he's not 3 for 5. He's 2 for 3.
He's 2 for 3, but that's the 5th three-point shot for the Bobcats and the first basket of the second quarter after an incredibly offensive first quarter. That's the first bucket for the Bobcats. They take a 9-point lead as Jessup comes down and just floater as he's fallen to the side to make it a 7-point Bobcats lead.
Makai Martin with it in front of the Cougar bench. Sincere Taylor dribbling to his right, being guarded by the Cougars. Woodard being guarded by Jessup, attacks the high post, tipped around. Makai Martin that comes with it at the high post, gets stolen away by Jessup. Cougars have it on the other end. Almost a travel, and it is a travel.
Ow.
By the Cougars. Back and forth action. We got Bobcats were leading 21-15 at the end of the first. 24-17 now your score. 5 minutes ago. Bobcats will have it. Cougars look tired.
That's right. Taylor and Garner Rollins coming in. The Bobcats have been playing 10 players. That might be why they're so tired. It's just a shout out to Jaden Hendricks for getting that recovery after the turnover and forcing travel on his opponent. Bobcats now setting up their offense.
Yeah, I mean, that is the difference here in these kind of games. When you can run 10 guys on the floor and you're pressing all night, you know, one team's going to be tired. Is it going to be you when you're running guys in and out, or is it going to be the other team who's not? So Bobcats taking advantage of it. Shot is up and no good by the Bobcats here, rebounded by the Cougars.
Yeah, good rebound by the Cougars. Take it down, number 2, Jessup. Over to number 15, Jaden Corns. He's playing at about half court, starts to drive it in on Taylor, thinks about taking the shot, turns around looking for a man, can't find one. They're going to call that a double dribble, okay. First, I thought maybe it got knocked away, but good defense by the Bobcats to force that turnover. Jaden Hendricks is going to sit down. Demarie Brown going to come in, number 12. Again, lots of Bobcats getting lots of minutes. This is fun to see. Sincere Taylor is going to take it slowly down the court. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second. Taylor at the top of the key. We're going to send it over to Garner Rollins, up to Luke Woodard. Thinks about it. Slow going offense for the Bobcats. They toss it over to Woodard. Woodard.
Cougars are doing a very good job here in this second period, pressing up on the Bobcats 3. They were kind of letting them take it at first a little bit, lagging off. They know we can't do that anymore. Ashton Taylor, though, from the high post, just left it short. Really good look there. I believe that's his first miss from the high post tonight. Bobcats come away with the rebound. Good fighting there by the Bobcats. Woodard with it over to Taylor. Taylor from 3, no good. And Cougars get the rebound.
Marshall's been big in the low post. Lots of rebound, lots of looks. He gets it out to Jessup, who sets up the offense for the Cougars. Trailing by 7. Bobcats are going to have 2 people check in at the next stop. When will that be? We'll find out.
Cougars have it. 33 with it. Lost. Collins tries to give it up. Gets tipped by the Bobcats. He's going to attack. Number 15 now. Corns attacking. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. Ashton Taylor, that is, for the Bobcats. Sincere Taylor now with it. Over to Woodard in the corner. Woodard attacking. Gives it up to Demarie Brown. He's going to be fouled on the shot, and he's going to go to the line for 2, 3 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, shout out to Demarie Brown. He's played some big minutes already. He had a turnover a second ago, which was big for the Bobcats. Now he's going to see if he can cash in on his first of 2 attempts with 3 minutes left in the second. Takes a second, up with the first one, and nothing but net. Blake Farmer checking in for the Bobcats, and William DeHart, Lewis, Sincere, Taylor, and Garner Rollins will go to the bench. Demarie Brown looks to hit his second. It's a 25-17 Bobcats.
Who'd you say checked in for Bobcats?
Blake Farmer and William DeHart Lewis.
There we go.
As Brown misses the second, but gets a rebound on his own miss. Over to Farmer, who just checked into the game. Woodard to Taylor. Taylor back to Woodard.
Cougars have dropped down to a 2-3 zone. Woodard in and out on the 3 ball. That might be their best. However, everyone knows with a 2-3 zone, you're going to get a lot of threes up at the top of the key. I don't know if that's the best, but I don't know if they're tired of – I don't know if they have the lungs to play man-to-man with the Bobcats all night. 2 ball, no good. 3 ball, no good by the Cougars. They get the rebound, though. Number 2, Jessup has it in the corner. Being guarded, they get it down low to Collins. Collins' shot is up, blocked by Ashton Taylor, and here come the Bobcats. Ashton Taylor on the other end takes it up, and he's going to be pushed there. Went up for the slam and got pushed a little bit in the back.
Yeah, I thought he was going to jam it, but his momentum was carrying him just enough. A slight tap in the back to prevent that easy 2. Probably a smart foul. Taylor's going to go up to shoot 2. Bobcats, I think, are 100% from the line so far. Going to try and continue that trend. Ashton
Taylor, in my opinion, MVP of the Christmas tournament for the Bobcats, and he's saying tonight, not only can I do it in the Christmas tournament, I'm going to come right back after break. I got fresh legs. I'm going to score all night, and he's doing it right now. He has 9 points tonight in the first half of the 26 for the Bobcats, leading all scorers in the contest as he has a chance to get it to double digits here. And he misses announcer's jinx and a push in the back here by Farmer. And so it will be Cougar basketball.
Yeah, Farmer trying to get away with a slight push. He did get the rebound, but called for the foul.
Corion Ferguson checking in for the Bobcats. Ashton Taylor will go to the bench.
Yeah, that's right. Again, lots of Bobcats getting lots of minutes. Fun to see. I believe all starters except for Makai Martin are out, while Jaden Hendricks almost gets the turnover, tips it out of bounds. Patrick County will again try and break the full court press by the Bobcats. He moves slightly down the court. Number 15, Jaden Corns has it, is looking for a man. Doesn't have anybody, has to throw it way down court and does. Gets it into Easton Harris, who gets it to 11, Tyler Marshall, who throws it up and makes it.
I actually don't know how that went in. A Bobcat player got on a – that can't be his first bucket tonight, right?
You know, it is on my sheet, but
it is on mine too, so that's what we're going with. Hendricks from the corner, no good. Rebounded, tipped out by Makai Martin. DeHart Lewis with it over to Farmer. Farmer from 3, no good, too strong.
Yeah, good tip out by Martin, but can't quite hit the 3 for Farmer. Full court press.
Cougars have to get it across.
It's going to be close. Okay, they do. That's Marshall again getting it in. Tosses it to his teammate number 33 for the basket. Well done. That's going to bring it to 26-21.
You know, Marshall may not have a lot of field goals tonight so far, but he is definitely facilitating here for the Cougars. Farmer with it for the Bobcats in front of the Cougar bench. Gives it over to Corian Ferguson in the corner. Makai Martin wants it across the floor. Farmer with it. Gets it up to DeHart Lewis. DeHart Lewis over to Makai. Makai thought about the 3. I thought he should have took it. Gives it over gets it at the high post. Resets is Hendricks. DeHart Lewis says, I'll take a 3 of my own. No good. Rebounded by the Cougars, and it looks like we're going to get a jump ball. No, a foul's going to be called.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's fine, I guess.
Yeah, Hendricks with another foul. I thought it was good hustle by him, but it is called for the foul. He's going to sit down along with Corian Ferguson as Sincere Taylor re-enters the game, as well as Ashton Taylor. Now we've got Brown checking back in the game for Hendricks.
You know, this is a pet peeve of mine. I just want to say this out loud. I hate when the official clearly blows the whistle to stop play and the horn still. Is it mandatory?
It's a good question.
I don't know. It's just, you know. Anyway, I don't know if it might be mandatory. I don't know.
I'm going to assume it is. I don't know, but that is an annoyance for me too.
Cougars with it in front of the Bobcat bench. Marshall from 3, no good. Thought he got fouled there. Makai Martin comes away with it. Dribbling down the floor is Makai. Almost loses it. Reset, Sincere Taylor. Looks like they're going to try to take the last shot if they can. Cougars pressing up on them. Woodard with it. If I'm anybody, I'm going to the high post inside out, getting a good look. Either Woodard on the outside or Ashton Taylor on the outside. Woodard setting up on the outside, looking for the screen. They have to pass it up. Woodard with it. Sincere Taylor now has it. 2 screens coming. 8 seconds ago, he gets trapped, and a foul is going to be called on Soma. Just got the arm in there. Didn't need it either. They had the trap. Just hit him on the arm. That's team foul number 3 for the Cougars.
Yeah, someone's going to head to the bench. He played that whole thing with great defense and a smile on his face. He's a fun player to watch.
Oh, yeah. 6 seconds ago. Bobcats have it. Sincere Taylor. Woodard with it. Going to dribble with his left. Sincere Taylor 3 seconds ago. Bobcats just threw it out of bounds. Tough break there. They had the opportunity. Just miscommunication by Sincere Taylor and Woodard. 0.9 seconds ago. You got to press up. No way you want to give them a shot here. Going towards the basket. Or the Cougars shot is up. Impressive shot. It didn't go, but I don't know how he got that off in the air.
I don't either. He caught it midair and shot it. His feet were kicking like a cartoon and almost just right off the back of the rim. The score will be 26 your Bobcats, 21 Cougars heading into a 10-minute halftime break.
Bobcats followed their best opening quarter with 21 points with 5 points there in the second. Wow. However, still hold the lead. Held the Cougars to only 6 points. So I guess technically if you're doing that all night, I guess you're going to win the game. But not a great performance offensively for the Bobcats there in the second. But that's okay. Bobcats still lead 26-21 at the end of the first half. We'll be right back with a few minutes to go in our halftime to bring you your halftime stats. Again, Bobcats lead 26-21. Michael Davis, Isaac Nagel on Bobcat Sports Live. And we're back, Bobcat Nation. Just under 4 minutes ago here until the start of your second half. Bobcats leading 26-21. Isaac Nagel going to bring you all the first-time half stats.
Yeah, pretty interesting breakdown. It was a 21-15 Bobcat lead in the first quarter. That second quarter, only 5-6. So calm down a lot. Vishal Soma Sundaram for the Cougars, putting up 8 in the first quarter, but didn't get any looks in the second. He leads your Cougars with 8. For the Bobcats, it has been coming in a little bit from everywhere, mostly from Ashton Taylor. Taylor has 9 on the first half. Really incredible looks for him. He had a big 3. He hit 2 from right at the free throw line. 2 big free throws for him. Makai Martin gets a 3. Luke Woodard gets 2 threes. Sincere Taylor gets a 3. So Bobcats are doing a good job of getting different looks from different players. In fact, your Bobcats played 10 different players for big minutes trying to run the Cougars out of the gym. Now, it seemed to be working. Everybody calmed down a little bit in that second quarter, looking a little bit more tired. Your Cougars only playing 6 or 7 players. So we're going to see how that affects both teams in the second half as they come back at a halftime and get some shots up, clearing the riffraff off the court. All the 3rd and 4th graders putting up shots. I see
Get out of here.
Beeson Peters down there, even a 2nd grader getting some shots up as the Bobcats retake the court with 2 minutes and 19 left in halftime.
Yeah, I was impressed by a lot of people that first half, especially in that first quarter, but guys, we got to mention Ashton Taylor, leading scorer for the game right now. Really impressed me the way he started out hot, getting to that high post, getting those shots to go, and then step out and makes a 3 of his own. Luke Woodard, made his first 2 3-pointers, missed his next 2, hasn't really taken a shot since. I'd like to see him get more going in the second half. Sincere Taylor played really good defense there in that first half, made a 3 of his own. Corion Ferguson playing good defense. All up and down the floor, this Bobcats team has played really good defensively. Held the Cougars to only 6 points there, but you could argue the same way for the Cougars there in that second. Low-scoring second. That's kind of the Bobcats of old. We need that new year, new offense coming back here for the third. Extend that lead a little bit, and I think it's going to be pretty good. If I'm the Cougars, though, I look to go inside out. I would love to see Marshall attack the paint and dish it out to Soma for the 3. It worked twice. He got 2 open looks and 2 3 balls to go. Hasn't really had a shot put up since after that little layup he made. So if I'm the Cougars, I go inside out with him a little bit, get that going. You say if they're not going to guard Marshall attacking, he can take the shot. And if they are, Soma's going to be wide open for 3.
Yeah, I think you're right. Marshall's the player that scares me the most. He hasn't had a ton of stats for the stat sheet, but he has made maybe the biggest impact of the game with the exception of Soma, again, in that first quarter, hitting those 8 points in quick succession. So here we go. Halftime's coming to an end. 5-point Bobcat lead. We'll take it. We'll take a 5-point lead.
Absolutely. I mean, it's better than being down at any point in the game. So Bobcats leading 26-21 again. There's a few things we got to clean up here in this game, and that's what these early season games are for. We're after the holiday break, but you have the momentum of that Christmas tournament, came in 3rd in that, but really had potential to come in 1st. If you could have scored like the Bobcats have been scoring here as of late in the first couple of games in that Christmas tournament, probably could have changed the outcome of that. Bobcats known for winning that. It's pretty much book it when the Bobcats show up, they win a tournament. And, Marshall kicked the table there. I think he did it on purpose. No, I'm just kidding, he didn't. But we are technically close. Outside of the bounds of the court, I've asked an official every game if we're good, and they always say, yeah. Marshall attacking, and that's what they need. Got to the interior and gets the first bucket there for the Cougars. So 3-point lead now for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Marshall was getting involved quick. He wanted that. He pumped his fist when he got it. He's got to feel pretty good.
Sometimes good players just need to see one go in.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of good players, Makai Martin for 3, nails it! Nails his first shot. Good ball movement, gets one in the corner. Same as the first half. Makai got a big 3 to start the first. He gets a big 3 to start the second. It's a 6-point lead for the Bobcats as the Cougars set up their offense.
Bobcats have made 6 3-pointers tonight. 29-23. Marshall needed to see one go. He got right in the face of Ashton Taylor after he made it Marshall showing up here for the Cougars in the second half. Still 3-point lead by the Bobcats, but he has a big-time block on Ashton, looks him right in the face. Officials might have to step in here and settle this down, and they kind of do here as the players are talking here, as the officials come over and kind of settle it down a little bit.
Yeah, I think they do, and then Coach calls over Marshall just to chat with him, wants to calm his players down. Nothing bad so far, but you know how emotions can get, especially with Marshall hitting his first 2 shots in the first minute of the third quarter to bring it within 3.
You know, and sometimes you don't like to see this kind of stuff, but this is the kind of stuff I actually like to see. This is why the college game will never, or excuse me, the NFL, in my opinion, it will never be better than the college game or the NBA. Like, the action you see with this kind of stuff, the fiery stuff, the emotional stuff, you don't get to see that at the professional level as often. This is what you like about high school sports. These are teenagers. These are young men. These are young adults in facets, and they're high emotions, and they get energized by stuff like this, and I like it.
I like it too, and it's not bad emotion. There's no maliciousness.
No.
It's just competition. It's fun. It's fiery. As Martin takes another shot, misses, but gets his own rebound. Back at it, blocked again by Marshall, but out of bounds. Marshall again playing really big in the first minute and 10 seconds. He's already gotten 2 blocks, a 3, a 2-point shot. As there's a little confusion, Bobcats are trying to figure what they're going to do. Luke Woodard inbounding, gets it to Taylor, who gets fouled, hit in the gut, but seems to be okay. That's going to be on number 15, Jaden Corns. Jaden's going to go to the line. I can't remember if I mentioned this. 2 assists for Jaden. I keep wanting to call him Jaden Ivey. Not his name, but Jaden Ivey is playing great this year for the Pistons. Maybe I'm looking at Jaden Hendricks thinking, maybe there's some similarities.
Going to be the difference here for the Cougars in this second. Going to be the difference here for the Cougars in this second half. He's already taken over a little bit for the Cougars. He's trying to do it again. Again, we talked about him early, getting those rebounds, making the assists. He's definitely going to be an impact player. Got to stop him if you're the Bobcats. He's being guarded right now by Jaden Hendricks. Cougars trying to get it down low to Marshall. They do. Being guarded by Hendricks. Passes it back out. Attacking are the Cougars, and a jump ball is going to be called. Really good defense there by Sincere Taylor. It will be Bobcat basketball.
Yeah, that was huge. Sincere gets in there, plays it clean, not fouling his opponent, just getting a jump ball, and that's going to be Bobcats ball with a 3-point lead, 6-12 to go in the third. Only 1 foul so far.
Only 1 foul. I like it.
I do too.
I like it. We'll give you updates on the Notre Dame game as soon as we get them. I got somebody feeding those in for me. 6 minutes to go here. My dinner's apparently ready as well.
Oh, lots of updates coming in here.
Nice.
Sincere Taylor over to Martin. If send me a box. Jaden Hendricks in the corner for 3. Drills it! Wow! Bang. It does not matter which Bobcat it is. They're all finding some open shots in the corner and making the most of them. Jaden Hendricks hits his first 3.
I heard a cuss word. Makai Martin with the steal. Takes it 3 on none break. Makai Martin puts it up and in. Makai Martin now. He has 8 points. 0-0, by the way, in that playoff action.
Now, we missed it. Jaden Hendricks was on the ground, almost volleyballed to try and get a steal, but volleyballed it right to the opposing player. But good defense again. Vishal takes his first 3 of the third, but misses. Rebound to Taylor.
That's his first miss tonight in the contest. 34-26. Bobcat looking to get that double-digit lead here. Woodard attacking, puts it up, and good. Uses his body as a shield on the defender. Bobcat starting to take over in this third. They're starting to look just like they did in the first period, and the Cougars better staying with them. Marshall better put the Cougars on his back here, or this could get ugly.
I think you're right. It was 6 points the entire second quarter for the Bobcats. Sorry, 5 points the whole second quarter for the Bobcats. Already 10 in the first 3 minutes of the third.
Cougars with a 3 of their own. No good. Rebounded by Woodard. Sincere Taylor with it. Coming across the midcourt here. Cougars dropping back. Makai Martin with it. Gets it poked away by Soma. Woodard now with it at the high post. Over to Makai Martin in the corner. Makai from 3. No good. Woodard now with it. Sincere Taylor calls for it. Taylor at the high post. Shot is up. Blocked, and it still goes in. You heard the contact on the basketball, and it still went in the hoop.
That's right. We'll take that kind of look. Bobcats with a 12-point lead. Right when it seemed that the Cougars were getting momentum, Bobcats hit shot after shot after shot, even get a block to throw in for that 12-point lead.
Tried to go to Marshall in the interior. Good defense by Hendricks. He looks hurt. Sincere Taylor Ashton Taylor taking it and he will be called for a foul, but Jaden Hendricks coming up slow after he hit the ground hard.
Real slow to get up, and let me give a big shout out to Tyler Marshall, who hangs back and helps up his opponent. Classy move, Tyler Marshall, classy move.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have done it. I'm just saying, they pickpocketed you right there with hustle. I wouldn't have.
Hey, that's fair. Ashton Taylor's going to put
That's why
up his
I'm not an
first
athlete.
free throw. Misses off the front of the rim. He did this last time. He missed badly on the first one, but then drilled the second. Let's see if he does the same. By the way, for the Bobcats, big shift coming in. We've got everybody except for Ashton Taylor being subbed. That's Corian Ferguson coming in. Blake Farmer. That is, who is that? Can't see who it is. William DeHart Lewis and Colton Gardner-Rollins coming in. Taylor misses the second. Rebound to Marshall. Another big play by Marshall. Jessup's going to set it up for the Cougars. Being met at half court by William DeHart Lewis. He crosses the line after about 8 seconds. Still holding the ball is Jessup. Jessup goes for the drive, met by two Cougars, and Ashton Taylor with a big block. Sends it out of bounds, though.
Farmer trying to call that charge. I actually love the no call there. Kind of a flop, and everyone knows that about Radford a little bit. I'm glad they didn't mess with the warning. They just said, hey, no major contact. Patrick County's wanting it bad, but I actually agree with the official there that just say, hey, no dice either way. Cougars trying to get it inbound. They do. 3-ball, no good here by the Cougars. Tipped around, will be rebounded by Farmer. Farmer bringing it down the floor for the Bobcats. Trying to give it up here. Being guarded by two men right now. Now gets it up to William DeHart Lewis. DeHart Lewis over to Colton Gardner-Rollins, who dribbles to the top. Farmer, I thought a kickball. There we go.
Yeah, good call. You saw that first. Ref saw it second, makes the good call. We talked about this at JV, that the refs were letting them play. I feel like the same thing for Varsity. It's a very fairly called game.
Yep.
Calling the same thing on both ends.
Yep.
Makes it so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to, you don't want a ref show. You see that in football a lot. Don't need a ref show as Ashton Taylor sent a bullet over to Gardner-Rollins, and he can't handle it. Now here come the Cougars. 22 Harris taking it in, and a block is going to be called on Ashton Taylor. He doesn't like it, but sometimes you got to get up and just accept your fate there. So it's going to be 2 shots here for the Cougars.
Yeah, at least gives them a chance to go to the line instead of getting the easy bucket that it would have been.
Yeah, those are 50-50 calls, and, you get 2 or 3 of those a night, it can really change the momentum of a game. And so Bobcats trying to get one there, but it will be Cougars to the line. Harris makes the first, and Demarie Brown checks in for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Taylor's going to take his first seat, and we're now going to see Garland Lard checking in. This will be the 11th different Bobcat that's playing. Garland going to check in for Blake Farmer, who just got the big rebound for the Bobcats. Just a reminder, that's the first foul of the whole quarter for the Bobcats. Harris at the line for the second, nails it to bring the lead within 10. Bobcats 38, Cougars 28, as DeHart Lewis is going to take it down.
DeHart Lewis over to Rollins. Gardner-Rollins in the high post area to Demarie Brown. Corian Ferguson has it in front of the Bobcat bench, picked up his dribble. Cougars, good defense, almost get a steal. They get it to Corian Ferguson. Ferguson takes it up hard. Doesn't get it to go, but Demarie Brown cleans up the trash. Bobcats lead 40-28.
Yeah, he does. Brown making the most of his minutes, gets in the game immediately. A big rebound, a big bucket. That was a nice play by Brown. Cougars going to drive the ball right in. Good defense, but still they make the shot. That's number 2, Jessup for 2, to bring it again within a 10-point lead for the Bobcats.
Jessup has 4 points. Bobcats step on the inline there, trying to go up under the basket.
Yeah, Gardner-Rollins had a man open and made a great pass, but just barely had that toe on the line. Inbounding with 2:17 to go. Cougars down 10. Picked up at half court by Brown. Brown playing good defense.
Marshall being guarded by Corian Ferguson. Takes it inside. A foul is going to be called on the shot.
Yeah, Corian Ferguson doesn't love that call. Got him pretty hard. That's going to be number 33 for the Cougars going to the line. Collins with, I believe, his first free throws of the night. Up with the first, off the back rim and out. Taylor, Martin, and Hendricks back in the game. Going out of the game, Garland Lard, Brown, and a mystery player who got to the bench really quickly. That might have been Luke Woodard taking a seat. up with the second free throw and good. It's a 9-point lead. Bobcats inbound it to Hendricks. Hendricks taking it down, guarded by Vishal. Vishal playing good defense out to Sincere Taylor. Guarded by 2 men, gets it around to Gardner Rollins. Gardner Rollins to Corian Ferguson. Corian looks, but is going to take a jump step that's called for a travel. Good call by the referee.
By the way, I want to apologize on air if I talk over you. Can't hear you very well in my ear right now.
No, that's okay. I never take offense.
1:45 to go here in the third. Patrick County looking to attack. They do. Shot is up, no good. And here come the Bobcats. Bobcats get it up court to number 10.
Wow.
Jaden Hendricks takes it to the chest of the defenders, and that's going to put the Bobcats up by 11. 1:28 to go here in the third.
That's right. That was a dangerous pass, but, man, it was perfect. Got it to Hendricks, who was able to get it up. Now, on the other end, Patrick County gets it, drives it. Shot is no good, but a foul. Going to send him right back to the line. That's Collins, number 33, for 2 more shots. He was just 1 of 2 from the line. Let's see what he does this time.
Luke Woodard going to check in here in a second for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Bobcats now with 3 fouls in the quarter with 1:19 left. Collins is up with the first, and that shot is no good off the side of the rim. We'll try and make the second. Like Michael said, Luke Woodard coming in. That's for Corian Ferguson, who heads to the bench. We've noted it many times, 11 Bobcats getting in the game tonight, which that's their entire team. I'm looking over. I'm seeing just 6 on the bench. Everybody has played minutes tonight. It's fun to have a team that's that flexible. The second shot is good to make it a 10-point Bobcat lead. Bobcats inbound it quickly, and off they go.
Sincere Taylor with it at the top for the Bobcats. 1:11 to go. Makai Martin here has it, gets it off to Jaden Hendricks in the corner. Back up top to Sincere Taylor, reset it up. Colton Gardner Rollins to Woodard in the corner. Jump shot, no good.
No good. Yeah, that was a rough look. I think he was expecting contact or something, didn't get it. That's a miss. It's
Dust got in his eye.
Cougar
Something.
ball. That's right. Vishal's been quiet since that first quarter. Can't get an open look. Makai Martin is on him. Now Luke Woodard on his man, who's trying to get it inside to Jessup. Jessup takes it back out. Back to number 22. That's Harris. Harris driving in, gets a good look. Can't quite get it to go. Good defense by the Bobcats. Woodard got it, tripped, but they're going to call a foul on number 22. That is Harris. That's the 3rd foul for the Cougars. 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Bobcats need to take this last shot. I'd go back to the half. I'm surprised they didn't put in Ashton Taylor here. Maybe something's up with him right now. Maybe sitting him down a little bit, but trying to run open here.
You know, with LeBron James, sometimes they do that, like the 30 seconds before the 4th, they sit him out. Maybe that's what they're doing.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, he's our LeBron. Sincere to Luke Woodard. Luke Woodard for 3.
Bang!
Wow! Luke Woodard with his 11th point of the night. That corner, I mean, he is all the way in that corner. They just can't get out to get him. That's a 13-point Bobcat lead. 13 seconds left. Jessup's going to take it. 7 seconds left. 6. Sets it up to Vishal. Vishal takes it right inside the 3 and misses it. Rebound, 1 second left. Bobcats heave it from 3/4 and it hits the net. Can't quite get it. That's a 45-32 Bobcat lead. What a quarter. That is a 19-point 3rd quarter after a 5-point 2nd quarter. That is incredible. Still, the Bobcats giving up 11 to the Cougars, so an 8-point difference. You like having a 13-point lead going into the 4th, but we're going to see what we can do heading into the 4th.
Yep, we'll be right back. I apologize. I got lost in thought. We'll be right back with Bobcat Sports Live.
Welcome back for the beginning of the fourth quarter. That's Jaden Corns. It's going to throw it in to Jessup. Jessup's going to take it down. His team trailing 13. They're going to need to get something going. Jessup to Harris. Harris blocked by Taylor. Taylor's going to take it down. He's going to go up. Fouled. Shot is good, but they're going to call it before. They're going to call it on the floor. Taylor, good move. Well done making the shot, but good foul right before he got that shot up. First foul of the fourth quarter, only 13 seconds in. We're going to have Woodard inbound it to Taylor around the Hendricks. Hendricks for three. Oh, right off the back. It looked good. Not quite. Rebound, long rebound to Tyler Marshall, who gets it to Jessup. Marshall, again, playing big. A little bit quiet when it comes to taking shots, but he's playing big on the glass. Jessup's going to toss it into Marshall. Just when I said he was quiet, he goes up with it, but blocked. No foul. You wanted the foul. Blocked by Taylor, out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Cougars. Let's see what we got. The Cougars are going to inbound. That's Corns. Corns looking for a man, can't find one. Getting close to that 5 seconds. Getting real close, but it gets it in. To Collins, back to Corns. Corns driving in on Taylor. Shot is up, but a foul on Taylor.
Scoring update here for your Bobcats. Luke Woodard has 11 now to start the third. Ashton Taylor, I have him with 11 as well. Did he make a three?
I don't know if he made a three. I've got him at 9.
Okay.
Either way, he's quieted down in this second half significantly.
Oh, for sure.
I've got Mekhi Martin at 8.
I do as well.
2 threes and a big 2 for Mekhi Martin. By the way, Corns at the line, misses the first. He goes up with the second, makes the second, drains it. 12-point Bobcat lead as they drive it down. That's Sincere Taylor.
Bobcats looking to extend it here. Got to put a little bit of pressure on the Cougars. They're dropped back into a 2-3 zone. Mekhi Martin with it. Gets it up to Hendricks. Hendricks to Ashton Taylor, who, again, been quiet here in the second half. Mekhi Martin attacking the rim. Gets it blocked there on the shot. So here come the Cougars now. Jessup with it. Gets it up the court to Harris. Harris from 3. No good. Rebounded strong there by Corns. Corns drips it out. Picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Harris. Harris to the top of the key, being guarded by Mekhi Martin. Gives it up finally to Jessup. Again, I would like to see Soma with some threes. He's not on the floor right now, but I'd like to get him back in the game and get him to get some shots up. Woodard now off the rebound here, dribbles behind his back, takes it into the high post, gets it stolen away here. Here come the Cougars. Marshall with it, being guarded by Taylor behind the back. Woo! Good night.
Yeah, good
was that
move
pretty?
by Marshall. He wanted that bucket. He dribbles behind his back, gets Taylor to go right past him, and has a couple words from him again. Again, all in good fun. Unfortunately, his team is still down 10. Sincere Taylor is going to pass it to Woodard. Woodard thinks about a long 3, passes to Taylor in the corner. They're slowing it down. Sincere sets up for 3, doesn't want it. Mekhi Martin's getting ready to shoot in the corner, wants to see if he can pull men off him. He does. Out to Mekhi for 3. Mekhi can't quite get it, but fouled.
That's that old Kobe Bryant, got to let him land foul right there.
Right.
Got to protect the assets.
That's right. We'll take it. Mekhi going for 3 from the line after missing the 3. Corian Ferguson going to check in, as well as Colton Garner-Rollins.
Yeah, 10 is an arbitrary number. It really means nothing. However, you don't want to get, when you've been up a while, you don't want to get into that single-digit mark. So Bobcats now up 10 as Mekhi Martin misses the first there. But it's for some reason – when you creep into the single digits, it's almost like you got life again.
Yeah, I think so. You don't want to give them any feeling of, hey, we can do this. You want to snuff it out. Let's see if Mekhi can with the second shot. Is up. No good.
Look, it's 3. I forgot.
That's right. Marshall got the rebound.
Even Marshall was like, what? Now the whole gym was still.
That's right.
Marshall, and even I was like, what's going on here?
Went up to grab it. He does get the rebound, gets it back to the ref. Mekhi is going to see if he can hit the third of 3. Nails it. Usually a good free throw shooter. He's 1 of 3 from the line in that trip. Garner-Rollins is going to check in for him. That is a 46-35 lead. 5:54 to go. Only 1 foul for the Bobcats, 2 for the Cougars. Possession arrow sits with the Bobcats.
Yeah, Bobcats actually poor from the free throw line in that 5 of 10.
Wow.
Not good.
Yeah, that's not what you want. You got to get above 70%, much less above 50.
Ooh, got a lot of ball. Maybe a lot of body, too, but I thought Corian might have got that one in the air.
He was hoping for it. Jessup's going to go to the line for 2. Second foul on the Bobcats. 5:42 again left in the fourth quarter. Corion's going to go have a chat with Coach as Jessup hits the first. Brings his team back within 10.
We appreciate all of our viewers on NFHS and the Bobcat Sports Live Network. If you're curious, 0-0 still, Penn State, Notre Dame.
That's right.
5:40 to go in this contest. 46-37 your score. Bobcats leading by 11. Colton Gardner-Rollins with it. Over to Luke Woodard at the top of the key. Woodard gives it to Sincere Taylor. Screen set by Ferguson. Woodard from three. No good. I feel like that took forever to hit the rim.
It did. That was floating for a while. Cougars with the rebound. They're trying. They tried to get a long shot to Tyler Marshall, but Gardner-Rollins came in, tipped it out of bounds before they could get anything. Good move by Gardner-Rollins. It's going to be Cougar ball on the sideline. 5:14, a 9-point deficit. Korn to inbound. Can't find his man. Goes cross court to Jessup. Jessup to the corner for Marshall. Being guarded by Corion Ferguson. Good defense. He drives in. Can't get any space. And he throws it away. Gardner-Rollins got men right behind him. Let's see if he can pull up and get it. He can pull up, but he can't get it. But a foul.
Part of the backboard fell off.
Did it?
Well, part of the rubber that protects the backboard.
He just hit it just so?
Yep.
Man. Players trying to find a way out of being hit with falling debris.
Oh, he's bleeding. He's actually been bleeding for a while. I just want to put that on record. It's on his hand. I noticed it in the third quarter.
Bleeding pretty well. Where is Woff? Is he out here? He's on the side, and he gets called.
Woff.
Bring him in. The Woff.
Oh, they have their own trainer. Nice. Well, maybe not.
Maybe they're just wiping it off.
You said it's somebody else's.
Yeah, he doesn't have a cut. Who could it be?
Uh-oh.
The refs go around. Try
it is
and
Hendricks?
Find the offender. Jaden Hendricks on the elbow.
Ooh.
Ashton Taylor's going to check back in for him. And your Bobcat lineup right now is Corion Ferguson, Colton Gardner-Rollins.
So that's actually kind of nice for the Bobcats. So what you have is essentially a minute to clean it up, or you got a sub. If it's an important guy, you want to clean that up real quick. And they're saying, hey, no, we'll just get Ashton Taylor back in. No big deal.
We'll get Taylor back in. Gardner-Rollins misses the first of two. Taylor's the player that you want in, especially from what he was in the first. Been quiet since then, but we'll see if he can get it going. Gardner-Rollins with the second one up, and good to put it back to that double-digit lead you were talking about, Michael.
It's a big lead. I mean, it's not a big lead, but it's a crucial lead. Got to stay up double digits. Don't want the Cougars to have life because 10 points can go quick if you're not careful in basketball. 47-37. 4:45 to go. Get it down low to Corns. Out top are the Cougars with Jessup. Jessup, they're trying to work here. Bobcats now in a zone here. I like it. Shot is up. No good here by the Cougars. Tipped away, and it goes up to Sincere Taylor. Sincere Taylor with it. Takes it, and he gets it to go. Sincere Taylor now with 7 points tonight. 4:20 to go. Bobcats up 12.
Yeah, shout out to Gardner-Rollins. He collected it quickly to get it to Taylor so he could have that easy layup. That was a good move by him. Good defense. Marshall now is going to have it and get it tipped away by Corion Ferguson to Taylor. Taylor back to Gardner-Rollins, returns the favor. But he can't get it done.
Too strong.
Rebound's going to go out to the Cougars. Cougars taking it down. 4 minutes left. Jessup wants it. Backs it back out to Harris.
He's been hitting arms lately.
He is. And Marshall throws it to 15. Jaden Corns can't handle it. Out of bounds. That's going to be Bobcat basketball. 3:56, 49-37. Michael. Starting to feel good.
Yeah, starting to feel good. Bobcats have played really good offensively. Still a lot of game left if you're the Cougars, but as Woodard slips on the floor there, might be some sweat on it. Sincere Taylor with it at the top. Sincere Taylor from three, no good. Rebounded by Woodard. Cougars essentially letting the Bobcats take threes right now. Woodard up. Ashton Taylor with a three of his own. Good.
Wow.
Good. Knew it was going in.
Michael, it's looking like, I don't know if they're just letting a shoot or if they're tired, but something's going on. It might be. Wow, Jessup answers with a deep three of his own.
But, yeah, it does seem like it. Maybe they're exhausted and just can't defend anymore. They look gassed. They're in a 2-3 zone here. I'm not knocking them right now. I'm just saying they're essentially letting the Bobcats just take open threes right now. Bobcats with it. Corion Ferguson attacking. Woodard coming away with it underneath the basket. 4 guys on him. Can't get it to go. Shot is up and blocked by Korn. Ashton Taylor now comes down with it. Corian Ferguson now. Back to Ashton Taylor in the corner. Ashton Taylor from 3, no good. Lucky the break there for the Cougars. They did not try to defend it.
Yeah, they didn't. They've been exhausted. I think you're right. But now they're showing a little bit of life on offense. They know it's a 12-point game. They just need to get something going here. But Gardner Rollins doesn't let him. He takes the steal. He drives it down. He's going to look for Ashton Taylor, who gets up for the big layup. Could be a dagger. Timeout for the Radford Bobcats with a 14-point lead. 2:31 to go. Wow.
Yeah, Cougars need this timeout here. They are exhausted. Ashton Taylor putting on a clinic here tonight. But you know who really needs a lot of credit? And you've said his name. Colton Gardner-Rollins defensively here in this second half has been outstanding. He's all over the floor. He's not going to fill the stat sheet offensively, but he's making the effort plays. He's making the hustle plays. He's knocked a few. He's stolen a few, and it leads to offense. Good defense leads to good offense, especially when the boys are out in transition. And here in the fourth, that's where most of their points have been, here in transition.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Part of that being, again, your Bobcats have been playing 11 players, lots of different players with big minutes. Colton Gardner-Rollins coming in late in the game, not a starter this game, but is plenty of energy for the second half. Whereas the Cougars are playing 6 players, and they are all starting to look gashed, just not trusting a lot of their bench this time. And let's see if the Bobcats can close it out. 2:31 left. 14-point lead. You feel good. 3 fouls on the Cougars, only 2 on the Bobcats, so fouls not looking like they're going to play a big factor. Cougars are going to inbound, trying to get something going in these last minutes. Now, I'll say this. Vishal Soma is back in the game.
I would have had him in a long time ago.
I would too. Man, he can give him an offensive spark. Let's see if he gets it. But he's got Makai Martin on him, a lockdown defender if there ever was one. So let's see what happens. Inbound to Jessup. Jessup taking it down. Looks to kick, can't find anybody being guarded well. Takes a shot, but it's going to be called maybe a push-off. Is that what that was?
Illegal screen.
Illegal screen. Makai Martin coming up limping just a little bit. He seems to be okay, but maybe just
is this offensive defense? Hey, we just got to put some fresh guys in here, some guys who haven't touched the floor that I believe tonight. Jaden Wilson checks in as well as, well, Corns checks back in. He's been in, but Cougars trying to get a stop here, and that's what the coach said. Got to get a stop. Ashton Taylor takes it in. Shot is up.
Wow.
Good.
He
Ashton Taylor putting on a
midair
clinic.
In such an awesome way just then.
Putting on a clinic.
He is.
He's been really, really good here to start the season. Kind of got off to a slow start and finally said, you know what, I'm just going to start attacking when I can. He was kind of hesitant at the beginning of the year, and I've loved him ever since that Christmas tournament. He really put on a show, and now he's starting to find his form here. And I think he's playing really good offensively.
Yeah, I think you're right. We talked at the beginning of the year of who is that guy that's going to make the shot when they need it for the Bobcats, and it seems like he has begun to take that role, which then leaves the rest of the team to be able to make big shots around him, which is just what's happened tonight. Lots of players with a 3. Sincere Taylor, Makai Martin, Luke Woodard, Jaden Hendricks. Guys getting open because there's a little bit more focus on Taylor, who's still getting the job done.
Well, and the Bobcats have played really good, especially in the first half, inside out. They love getting the guys at the high post to give that inside-out game, you know, that old triangle offense type of thing. You get a guy at the high post, especially if you can get someone who's a threat like Ashton Taylor in at the high post. That gives you 2 open guys if they attack on them to shoot the 3 ball. And when you got guys like Makai Martin, Luke Woodard to shoot the 3, you got guys, you know, anyone can shoot a 3 here for the Bobcats. That really spreads the floor out and allows your guys to score. And when you got a guy like Ashton Taylor putting up 20 points a game right now, Bobcats get it inbound. No one was looking for Jaden Hendricks. They find him wide open under the basket. But when you got a guy who's scoring 20 points a game right now, when you got him to worry about and you got guys just sitting on the 3 line ready to go, they can make them with ease.
Yeah, you're exactly right. A basket for the Cougars brings them within 15, a minute left. I'll say this, the whole game, great ball movement by the Bobcats, which is leading to open shots. That last play, Jaden Hendricks had a wide open layup because the way they're kicking it around, I really like to see that, especially with how many players are involved on offense. Turnover there, one of the few the Bobcats have had. Jessup drives it in, gets it, no foul is going to be called, and then there is one on Marshall. Looks like Marshall is going to get fouled on number 3, Ashton Taylor.
I actually thought 33 was fouled. Was it Marshall?
I guess so. I guess he had the ball after. I think they're going to call it
Okay.
I mean, I didn't even think he was shooting it, but here's what I'll say. Ashton Taylor keeping his head. That was a pretty chippy beginning for him and Marshall.
Sure.
Both of them respectful. Again, shout out to Tyler Marshall for helping up Jaden Hendricks. I thought that was a great move. So he has grown on me now as the Bobcats sub out their entire lineup, bringing the subs to finish out the last 47 seconds. So we've got Garland Lard, Brown, Ferguson, Farmer, and D. Hart Lewis to close out the game.
You say subs, but all these guys have played. But I agree
That's
with
true.
you. You're
That's
right.
true.
But the Bobcats going to come away with a comfortable lead. I think this was a good win for them. It started off pretty close. They kind of took advantage, but in the third quarter, they just kind of took over and continued into the fourth. And this is the kind of game you need. You know, it was not super physical by anybody, but what I mean is like Patrick came in here tough. You know, they essentially, in my opinion, didn't have enough bodies to throw out there with the run and gun style that the Bobcats are putting on the floor. They just got kind of tired, and when you get tired, you got weak legs, and you can't really make the three as well. It's hard to attack on the perimeter to push the Bobcats off of it and allow them to get some open looks. And I think the Bobcats have played really good tonight. And I couldn't have asked for any better of a game to start after the break.
No, I think you're exactly right. And this fourth quarter has been a close fourth quarter, but only because the Bobcats are just trying to waste the clock, just trying to milk it out. And they do. 15 seconds left, up 14. They're going to toss it around. Nobody's making any move towards the basket. They're kicking it back out. 10 seconds left. Corian Ferguson has it top of the key. Number 50, you were hoping he'd get in. He is. He's guarding Corian Ferguson.
Nice.
3 seconds.
I was just hoping for the big men out there.
I love it. You love to see it, and you love to see the first ever Bobcat victory on Cormany Court.
That's true.
We got to witness it. You got to hear as your Bobcats are successful, 58-44. As a reminder, the game tomorrow is canceled for inclement weather. So if you're tuning in tomorrow, we won't be here. That game is going to be made up on the 27th, rumor has it. However, Monday, we'll be home. And, Michael, will we be on the call?
Absolutely.
We'll be here.
Hopefully.
I hope so, too.
Yeah, I think we will be. I just wanted to get you that stat. Ashton Taylor finishes the contest with 16 unofficial points, because I'm sure I missed one or two.
Wow.
But I have 16 points for Ashton Taylor. Is that what you got?
Yeah, I can believe it. I stopped taking it at the end.
You wrote in that stat book?
I did.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing. But,
Hey.
friends, I ordered off Amazon an official stat book, so Monday might be even better. Here's what I'll say. That first quarter, 21-15, strong start by the Bobcats. Really hard second quarter. 5-6 lead, if you want to call it that. But the third quarter, my goodness, it was a 19-11 quarter. It felt like the Bobcats pulled away. It was a 13-point lead going into the fourth. And then they hang on for a 14-point victory. Feels real good.
It feels really good. And, you know, we want to thank our sponsors, New River Engraving, Brad's Barbershop, Ameriprise Financial. If you want to be a full-time sponsor with us, we can give you a commercial going, whatever you want. Just reach out to me. Again, Michael Davis, Isaac Nagel. Bobcats get a big win, 58-44. Remember, it's always a great day to be a Bobcat. God bless, and good night.
Good night, all.